All right, it's now time to move on to our 10th lab, that is team workflow simulation. So here we will be learning some Git real world Git workflows, and that's something that you should focus on, because when you join any organization, work on development part, or even work on DevOps, you would actually work on such scenarios wherein you work with team, and if two developers using the branching strategy, they work on independently on their own branch, feature branch. Suppose you are working on feature one, he or she is working on feature two. So how you can raise the PR and try to merge it, and you get the conflict there, and you resolve the real conflict. Although I have covered how to uh, take care of the conflict part, and whatever you do in local, and the same process you have in the remote repository, you just go ahead and manually fix those issues and try to merge it then. So for this, I have, let me see, I have main branch. Let me create another branch from this, and this branch is called feature branch. Feature, let's say new branch. All right. So one person is working on main, another person is working on feature new. Now let me try to clear this up, and I'll close this. I'll say don't save. And here, let me say whatever branches we have. We have git branch. What I'll do, I'll first uh, git branch hyphen d, that's hyphen d is to delete, and I'll say delete feature branch. I'm already into feature branch, so let me first switch to the branch, git checkout main. Main. Now I'll remove this feature branch is removed. I'll say git status, nothing is there, but I'll still say git git pull to fetch new details. So I have created their feature new. So I'll say git checkout. I will not say git checkout. What I'll do rather is, because this is something called what we were covering. We were covering simulation of the real world scenario. So suppose I am the one developer who is working on main branch. I have modified this file, um, base one, okay, and let's say added new line, all right. And Uh, let's not save it. Let me one more thing here. Okay, I'll say let me switch to main branch here, and I will create another branch, and this branch will be called feature version 2. It is also being created from main. So what I'll do here is again say git pull, so that both new branches will be pulled here. Cool. So I now have three branches, main and two feature branch. Suppose I am into feature branch here, right? Feature checkout. Let me check out to feature branch and check feature. Okay, it was new actually. Feature new. I'm into feature new branch. Now what I'll do here is I'll say let me main hotfix added new line, and I say control S, and here I'll say get status. Cool. Get add, and then we'll do get commit with the message called added new line, right? And then I'll say git push. It will be pushed to git feature new here. That is great. Now if I go ahead and come here in the feature new branch, in the feature new branch I have now a message called compare and pull. So since main branch is still lacking this line, if you see, we have added new line, but if I switch here, this line will be gone because we have modified it in the feature new branch. So what I'll do here is I'll try to merge this. So when we do the compare, our source will be the branch where we modified, and the destination would be main. So I'm trying to merge it to main, so that main will also have that line. So update it code, and I'll create pull request. So when I create pull request, there are reviewers that you assign. So if you click reviewers, whatever the second user in the GitHub or your team member is, you type their name, and it will be sent to that particular user for the approval. So if I create pull request, so here in the reviewers, he will get this notification that, hey, this person has already modified the code, and he's asking for to merge it with the main branch. Main branch has the latest code available, and the production branch always called as production branch, right? So it could be development branch, QA branch, but feature branch is something where you actually work and modify the changes. All right, so it's still checking for the ability to merge automatically, and let's see how it goes from here. Since we don't have any reviewers so far, but in the real world scenario, you may have peer review here, and if you want, you can see what files have changed, whatever is going to merge, what it will have the effect. It will add a new line. Plus means it add we have added one line, and that line called added new line. All right, now go back to pull request, and our pull request, click what where we pulled it. Now it's asking no conflicts with the base branch, so we can merge it. Let's merge pull request, and we'll say confirm merge. That's great. So we have merged it to the main branch now. And now if I do get checkout onto the main, and we'll do get pull, what it will do? See, it had the conflict now. Why? Because our main branch did not have this auto merge thing. So what I'll do is I'll accept the incoming change, and the main branch also has this. Now I'll say get status, I'll say get add, and then we'll say get uh, commit, and then add it, and now we are set. So we have the same on the main branch, and the same on the get I'm sorry, the feature branch. So that's how you work on the real world environment, wherein I haven't covered the second from the second developer part. So what if second developer has modified something? So let's create another scenario. Let me switch to, again, feature branch. You can do the checkout or the switch, whatever you are comfortable with. Feature, and I say new. Here my file is updated, but I'll say edit new second line, and save. And here I'll do get add, and this I'll say get commit hyphen m, and then say edit, and then I'll do get push. Right, it is pushing the new update. It says everything everything up to date, right? And just a second, we haven't added it here actually, so let me do that again. Added new line with add on, that was on the main branch actually. Add on, let's save it, and now get add, get commit, get push. Now let's check out the another branch. Get checkout, and I'm going to check out feature version 2. Now I'll close this first. Again, open it. Main hotfix. I'll say updated line with recent changes. I'll save it. I'll commit this again. commit, and then we'll push it. Now if I go to my remote repository on the GitHub console, let it first post. Okay, it's post. Now if I come here into code, we now have two pushes here. One is from feature 2, which cannot merged automatically, but we can still create pull request. That's fine. And on the feature new, we still have able to merge. So this branch can automatically be merged. But we have done this with feature new. Let's do this with feature 2. What it says, create pull request. I have created pull request, and at the same time, what happened, another person has created a new pull request for feature new. Created pull request, click pull request. Now I have two pull requests. One is added by feature new, one by the person who was working on feature new, and one is added by the person who was working on this. So what happens if I, let me check the status here. So if you have seen, it says this branch has conflicts that must be resolved. And if I click resolve conflicts, what it says, that hey, what we were getting on the local, we are getting here as well. So it says on the uh, main branch you have this, and the incoming is this, but we have another pull request from this. So let me merge this one first. Okay, now if I go ahead and check this pull request one more time, this was merged. Now if I check this one more time, it's again checking, and it's saying that hey, this has the resolve conflicts. So let me accept, let's say accept both changes and say mark as resolved. And now we are going to commit this, and let's see if we are now able to merge. So that's how you actual manually edit the changes and then resolve the merge request. And now if I do this, now what do you think, how your main file would look like? Instead of going ahead into the local, I'll check it from here only. If I click app.txt, I have all three lines in the main, in the feature new. On the same file, I just have this line, and on the feature v2, I have this all three lines. So our feature v2 had the conflict, which we later merged to main. So that's the reason our feature 2 branch as well as your our main branch is in sync, but feature new is not. I hope you are now clear with this real world scenario where you work with remote repository and you get conflict and you resolve it with the same steps that we used to do in the local. All right, that's all for this video. We'll catch you up